Hello backers, Gary here. I will make an update about all the logistics. I will do a little bit of context first for you to understand like all the details. So we are based here in Montreal and we had our former fulfillment center somewhere there. Let's say it's somewhere there. We shipped a palette of game, which is not infinity, but you will understand after why I'm talking about that. We ship palette of games to the new fulfillment center, which is here in Shanghai. And a few weeks ago, we have been informed by the new fulfillment center that those games can't enter China because they haven't been approved by the Cultural Ministry of China. So I think it's since last year, every games that enter China need to be validated, like each IP, to check if it doesn't contain any like red blood and like gambling and pornography and whatever, to protect children. So our palette, and fortunately, the fulfillment center also have another one in Hong Kong, and Hong Kong have a specific, it's a specific territory for China, so they don't have the same constraints. So our game palette would have been rerouted to Hong Kong like this. I'm talking about that because it's impacting all our Infinity production. It's not super critical, in fact, but it's just hitting a bit of time. So we have in China at the moment, we have those items. Well, I forget the certificate in the list. So all those items should have been assembled here in Shanghai. So in fact, they have been sent somewhere in Shanghai in the first planned fulfillment center. So when we had the information that the first pallet was not able to enter the Chinese territory, it was like in the international area of the airport, we had to reroute all those stuff there. Let me do that. We had to reroute that directly to Hong Kong through the mainland here. Okay. That's not really a big deal, just like a bit more days just to have them to travel into China. The insert are done. They are also traveling to Hong Kong. And we have in transit the cartridges. So same, when we knew that we had to send everything to Hong Kong, we have made the necessary choice to have them arriving in Hong Kong and not Shanghai. So they are in transit somewhere. I don't know the route precisely of the pallet, but it will head Hong Kong at some point in the upcoming days. So we don't have the specific day when it will arrive in Hong Kong. So it might be this week or early next week. That's something we don't really know at the moment, but it's in transit. It will get there at some point. So we are waiting on that. We are waiting, in fact, on everything to travel to Hong Kong. It's just, it costs us just a little bit of time. And also, like, it's a bit more, assembly cost for us and shipping costs to ship to you. But, it's not your problem. We are paying for that. So that's the main logistic stuff. It would have been easier to know that we can't have games entering China. That would save a few days. We are for the shipping DDP, delivery duty paid, which means that we pay for any tariffs and customs that you would have to pay by receiving Infinity. So you should be safe to receive everything without having to pay anything. So that's a pretty good thing, because it wasn't the case before we changed the fulfillment center, and it wasn't the case when we have made the Kickstarter. So if we have shipped the package like without this new fulfillment center, you will have paid for custom fees and import fees and whatever, depending your country. So that's pretty cool. It's the kind of service we want to offer to people. It will cost us a bit more money, but well, it's part of the game. So we expect to have everything arriving in Hong Kong within a week or two. It's where we don't have the information at the moment. We know that it's traveling, so we will receive a notification from the fulfillment center to tell us when it's arrived. And once arrived, they will have to count everything and make an inventory of what they have received. But they are used to do that every day, so that's pretty easy and fast for them. At the moment, we are waiting on those details for the arrival in Hong Kong. We will make an update as soon as we have more information. At the moment, we are waiting as you guys, and please accept our apologies for this mess. I hope it was a bit more clear like this. We're almost there. That's the good things to know. We are fairly happy that the dozen of thousands of dollars of cartridges are safe and are on their way to Hong Kong and not somewhere in Shanghai where they would have been, I don't know, maybe shipped back to us or just shredded. We really don't know. So that's pretty, that we're relieved that everything's got together. Once we will have more information, we will update the production planner and we will make a new backer update. So thank you for your patience. We are almost there, so that's good to know. I think it's taking the time it needs. So that's something we would like to have processed faster, but we are bound to all those little details. So thank you again, everyone, and we will update you in the upcoming weeks about the shipping of the first rewards and the assembly. If we can have photos and videos from the assembly line and stuff, we will share that with you. So have a nice day and see you next time.